Hello, my fellow YouTubers. It's your host here, Kevin. I got Mike the Moose here with me. I think he's giving me a look. Don't you think so? I don't think he wants to be in the video, but since he's just hanging around, so it's just me and my cigar here, and I know I haven't been on here a little while. My apologies. Holidays and work, and where I work, holidays can be rough. So maybe if you guys if you following other YouTubers out there, you've noticed, or if you've been to the Avatar movie, or you've been on YouTube just scrolling through, then you noticed well, they didn't release the Doomsday trailer to the public. And if you wanted to see anything, you either catch a leak, which is kind of grainy, it's not in 4K HD and all that. Then you have to go see the movie Avatar 3, Ash and Blood, or Ash, Fire and Ash. I did because my daughters and I, we actually like the series. I know there's the critics didn't like it, but the audience score is up there. And then there's still some people who are like, the story just repeats itself. I'm like, all sequel stories, every movie, there's only like 5 plots I've heard. And they're just used over and over and over again in different movies in different ways. But there's like 5 or 6 plots, right? Oh well. So the first one we got is Steve Rogers. It says Steve Rogers will be back in Doomsday. It did not say Captain America will be back because Sam Wilson is Captain America right now. I know. We all want Steve Rogers to be back as Captain America. He's not. He gave that up in the 616 universe of Marvel. Sorry, guys. He will. They say he'll be going by the name Nomad. That Nomad is in the comics. They say he kind of went by the Nomad between the movies Civil War and Infinity War. They just didn't mention it. But technically, what he did during that time of space, he was doing nomad activities with Sam Wilson and Scarlet. Yeah. Anyway, I'm sorry, I'm not going fast. I got it from a nap not too long ago. So, what do you think, Mike? Huh? And then, so our second one is supposed to be just on Thor, be the same type of thing, like maybe 30 seconds long. The thing that's kind of leaked is it's kind of like a prayer to Odin about basically, I don't care about me, just save my daughter. The daughter from Love and Thunder, who is named Love. Now, even though most people didn't like Love and Thunder, it's still a character that was developed. The story is, unfortunately for most, a story in the Marvel Universe. So we could completely ignore it. Sure. But there might be some kind of thing with children in the MCU as Doctor Doom approaches, or Doomsday approaches. So now, because we got Steve Rogers holding a baby, it looks like it's his baby. Now we got Thor talking about his daughter Love. Who else is out there that's having babies? or has kids, young kids. I mean, there's the young Avengers who aren't that young right now. Young Avengers will be going by the name The Champions. There might be a Disney Plus show with the several of them. So yeah, and looks like the rumors are already coming out about the third one. The third trailer. Now, okay, we'll rewind a little bit. So they've said a while that they're going to do 4 trailers. We thought they would like show something. I mean, Steve Rogers is a baby, and he's back at the house that we see at the end of Endgame. That's, I mean, something technically. But we want to see something, huge, impactful, because this movie's going to be huge as Secret Wars will be and should be. I mean, then we got the Thor trailer, which really hasn't leaked too much, but there's been one that's been leaking around where he's just walking and as he prays to Odin, and like that's it. And Thor will be back in Doomsday. Supposedly, the actual trailer in Avatar is a little different, but it's the same type of thing where he's just praying to Odin. And now they're saying the third one, they've been going back and forth on this for a while. Like the third one is supposed to be just on Doctor Doom. And then the fourth one will be the trailer. Like a trailer, right? So a little bit of everything, destruction and Doom doing his thing, right? And all the different characters. But I'm saying the third one is not Doctor Doom centric, but it'll show more of the X-Men with the X Mansion, some of the X-Men characters. So that'll be a bit more fun. Because we're going to get the X-Men in their comic book accurate outfits. We've never seen that except apart from Deadpool and Wolverine, with Wolverine wearing his comic book yellow and blue, which was really cool. Considering the type of person he was in the early 2000s X-Men, the yellow did seem a little off. I mean, in fact, it almost still seemed kind of off. But it was so cool to see a real suit that you could see somebody wearing. Maybe not necessarily him, but as you said in the movie, they wanted him to wear it. And since they're all dead, I'm going to honor them and wear it. Great. And the mask thing looked cool, how it just like went over. So I'm looking for how they're going to do these other comic book accurate outfits. Like Cyclops with the all blue and then the yellow that goes across from shoulder to waist and then around the waist. And those certain goggles. And how they do that in a live action kind of way is going to be really interesting. And I trust Marvel with the outfits. They've done an amazing job with the outfits. My opinion. You tell me what you think in the comments, but I think the outfits in all the Marvel movies since Iron Man have just been out of the water. Just amazing. Blown out of the water. They've blown it away. And then the fourth one is still supposed to be the trailer. Now they could change that, and they'll go from an X-Men centric on the third trailer, and then the fourth one is just another 30-second thing of Doctor Doom. And then we won't get anything real until like a Super Bowl trailer. But I think from the other YouTubers that have been talking, like Den of Nerds and Emergency Awesome, John Campia, I think they're all saying basically they're going to leave the Super Bowl trailer for Spider-Man. Because Spider-Man 4 comes out before Doomsday. They wrap filming, they're doing research as well, reshoots as well. So that is coming. And there's a lot of big things going on with that one that I'm pretty hyped about. I mean, it's Spider-Man with the Punisher and the Hulk. Scorpion. We haven't seen Scorpion yet in a live action. Supposedly he'll have like a kind of a comic book accurate villain outfit. I think they say something like he puts it on and he can't get it off, and so he kind of messes with his mind, and I'm a Scorpion. That's pretty cool. The guy from the Spider-Man Homecoming, the very first one, he had a tattoo of Scorpion on his neck. And last time we see him, he approached Vulture, Michael Keaton's Vulture, in the prison and says, "There's a rumor you know who Spider-Man is. I gotta give him a little something." And Michael Keaton's Vulture just says, "No, I don't know who he is." Because Spider-Man did save his life, so that's one thing he's going to help him out with by just keeping the secret of who he is. That's good. That's cool. Thank you. Thank you, Vulture. But that Scorpion guy, he's going to get out. And he's getting way after Spider-Man. Now, there's still not a main villain announced yet for Spider-Man 4. Wait, what? Yeah, they're keeping a lid on it. It's pretty interesting. I don't know why. Come on. So is it Osborn? We're going to finally get a Marvel Osborn. That's why they're keeping a lid on it, because people are just going to go crazy. Right? It's going to overshadow everything else going on. We'll see that they've said Mr. Negative, who has the ability to manipulate people's minds, because Hulk is going to rage out. We're going to get Rage Hulk again. Not a smart Hulk. That's cool. But yeah, they're not announcing who the main villain is. There's a lot of theories, but I mean, they're just all theories. I don't think anything's really sticking yet. Yeah. But it's definitely Punisher, John Berthol's Punisher, and Mark Ruffalo's Hulk / Bruce Banner. For you Netflix fans out there, Sadie Sink is going to be in Spider-Man 4. They're keeping a lid on her true character, which is interesting. Now she's got that great natural red hair, so everybody's going with Jean Grey of the X-Men. Maybe she slipped in from the multiverse. Something odd. The most recent thing is something Summers. So like the child of Scott Summers and Jean Grey. A real comic book character. She's got a little bit of both her powers. So that's interesting. But I don't know where they're going to go with that. I'd like for that kind of character, that actress, to stick around a while. Now she is signed on for Secret Wars, so that's interesting. But yeah, they're keeping a lid on just like everything. They're doing. I mean, they're being super secretive, which is fun. But for YouTubers who like to discuss this kind of thing all the time, right, Mike? We don't have a whole lot to talk about except for just what's going on in the rumor mill. And for me, who's trying to start a YouTube channel, want some more meat to talk about. Yeah, so let's get some of these good trailers. Maybe they can release them to the public on YouTube, TikTok, etc. So we can use the feed rather than some of this blurry, distorted, or maybe not even a real trailer. Maybe it's AI. That's been frustrating. I've seen some real good AI stuff. I'm like, oh, is this real? And nope. Even supposedly photos that are taken behind the scenes while making the movie Doomsday are AI. Because it shows like Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man hanging out with Hugh Jackman. I mean, it's very possible because they say that these people are actually in the movie. Excuse me. But apparently it's all AI. So I don't know what to tell you guys. Oh, there goes my light. Got a light on the timer, and then 15 minutes goes out. So what do everybody think about the volume 2 of Netflix? Netflix's Stranger Things. My personal rundown on it real quick is this: that there's too much talking. I want more action, adventure. Let's go after Vecna. Is Vecna like the real baddie, or is he still more like a Darth Vader and there's still like an emperor pulling his strings? Who would probably be the Mind Flayer? You're going back and forth saying, "Oh no, it's the Mind Flayer. It's all about the Mind Flayer." He was the big baddie up till, all the first 3 seasons, and now he's gone. So is he really just like how Vecna got his powers, or Henry Creel? They say the behind the scenes of it all, and if you know about this musical that came out like last summer or the summer before or something, shows more behind the scenes how Vecna came to be who he is. And so he found something that somehow transported him to Dimension X, which is basically what Volume 2 is now calling the Abyss. He was transported there for 12 hours, and he came back with different colored eyes and the powers that we've known him to have since season 4, when Vecna gave a little rundown of how he came to be. And then Dr. Brenner found him after the whole family situation. And they used his blood to give to pregnant women. And we have the 12 kids. 11 being one of them, right? And 8. And then they suppress his powers with that chip. So yeah. And then they got in a fight, and 11 sent him back to the Abyss. Post fight with Henry Creel /1 / now Vecna. Dr. Brenner works with 11 to try to find one. But what they end up doing is creating a wormhole, essentially, that connects our Earth with the Abyss, or Dimension X. And that wormhole becomes the Upside Down. That's where we're at. They just, now in Volume 2, they just discovered this, that the Upside Down is a bridge. As far as Marvel stuff, Einstein-Rosenberg bridge. So now the season finale, the series finale, will be them going to the Abyss as the Abyss slowly heads towards Earth, and they'll be able to, say, climb a radio tower in order to get there, because there's no way to, you can't really fly and smash through it. Just defeat Vecna, rescue the 12 kids, come back down, escape while leaving a bomb to blow up the bridge, essentially the Upside Down, so that nothing else can come back through to our world. Good luck. And 8 is trying to convince 11 that they need to stay behind and basically kill themselves, so nobody can use them to recreate the wormholes and the Dr. Brenner's experiment with the kids. It stops with them. She's a little angry. I don't know if 11's gonna be for it. I don't think the Duffer Brothers are gonna kill 11. I just don't. I don't think any of the kids, the lead kid actors, are gonna die. I don't think any of them are gonna die. I don't even think maybe that most of the adults will die either. Maybe one. The whole Dustin and oh man, and his best bud, aka the babysitter. You die, I die, you die, I die thing. Like, I mean, that you could be like, they're not dying, or the older one is gonna die. And that's going to drive Dustin crazy. So we'll see. Airs on New Year's Eve. Some places you can actually see the season finale, series finale, in movie theaters. So if you want to get your movie tickets, better go now. It will be a 2-hour episode. There's this theory out there that's really, it's an hour and a half of defeating Vecna and then like 30 minutes of epilogue, right? Goodbye, we're moving out of state. Screw this place. We'll see. I'd like to do a solid breakdown of it. I need a notebook and then rewatch them. I'll break it down for you. Like I said, just starting off here, so hopefully I can get things really going here. Maybe do this on a laptop with some effects. If anybody knows of a good place to learn how to do that, send me a link below in the comments. And I guess I'll see you guys later. Mike the Moose, you chill. Keep hanging. All right. Talk to you later.